Welcome back to Coach's Corner. As promised, Jared Wynn, the head coach of the Pohai wrestling team, on the show, and the wrestlers just made a big trip to regionals in Broken Arrow, and you qualify 4 wrestlers. You got to be happy with that, and always want more. But
always want more.
Yeah, right. But tell us about these wrestlers qualifying for state.
So we got 4 this year that qualified. We got 3 freshmen and a sophomore, which is awesome because that means they're all coming back next year.
Sure.
Usually you always have some seniors in the mix, and you lose those, but all the 4 of those guys will come back next year. We got Preston Lee at 106 pounds. He got 3rd place. Caden Kelly at 126 pounds. He got 5th place, which is kind of new. Last year's first year, they actually were allowing the 5th place wrestler to go to the state tournament. So this is actually the 2nd year that they're allowing that. So he got 5th place, so he did qualify to go to the state tournament. We have Gabe Rowland at 132 pounds. He placed 4th as well. Or he placed 4th, and then we have Landon Newland at 182 pounds that plays 4th.
Wonderful.
So, and they all got a good shot. I mean, I think they're set up, nicely in the bracket where they're at, and can go win some matches and, even slide in and play somewhere, hopefully.
Well, this weekend, this is a big weekend at the Fairgrounds, Oklahoma City, the state fairgrounds for the state wrestling tournament. So many wrestlers, so many matches. How many matches are they going to have going at the same time?
They have 8 going. 8 going at a time. They have two mats per class, so 3A to 6A. And then once we're kind of done towards the end, they'll tear it all down. Or just have 4 mats, 1 per class, and that'll be for the finals on Saturday evening.
Yeah, very good. As far as fans making that trip down there, I mean, you to be a wrestling fan, you're going to see a lot of different wrestling matches.
Oh yes.
What's the best advice you can give your fans if they want to see qualifiers from Ponca?
Get there early.
Get there early. Do you just not know? You just don't know when they're going to wrestle?
Yeah, I mean, it starts at the lowest weight and works his way up. So obviously,
Exactly.
Preston Lee's 106 pounds. That's the first weight. He'll be up pretty quick.
Yeah.
So when we start at, I believe, 10 o'clock on Friday morning, he'll be pretty shortly after that. I'd say between 10 and 10:30, depending on how the matches are going, how fast they're going, and maybe even 10:15. And if someone goes out there and pins somebody, it could be pretty quick.
Yeah.
Get there early. I know wrestling parents are they're very hostile about their seating.
Oh yeah,
So
sure.
if you want a nice seat, especially the lower section closer to the mat, they got the cushion seating.
Right.
You better get there early because parents they get feisty about sitting there.
They're going to fill them up. How do you get your wrestlers, your qualifiers? How do you get them to settle down in an environment like that? I mean, on this big stage at the fairgrounds. I mean, it's a big deal.
It is, and it's hard to get them to definitely get focused in. When you have somebody that's been there for the first time, they walk in with the big eyes. All the lights are on, all the people. They have the big eyes. They kind of lose focus on the goal at hand, the match. So you're always trying to keep them focused in, kind of get them away from. Don't look around. Don't look around. You'll get focused with your partner. Do with your partner. Focus on your match. Be thinking about what you're going to do. And it's hard to do. These guys, they've all been wrestling a long time. All 4 of them. So they've actually probably wrestled in that arena before, just maybe in a different circumstance. And it's when you're there for the high school state tournament. It's way different than being there for the elementary state tournament or the USJOC or even junior high state. And so, it's definitely a battle for us coaches. Hey, focus in. Don't worry about the fans. Don't worry about what's going on over here. Do it with your partner. Get focused in your match and focus on what you're going to do when that whistle blows.
Yeah, you got some high hopes for these 4 qualifiers. They've got great chances.
They do. They do.
Yeah.
I mean, I preach to especially all the freshmen, but all of them. If you can just go to the state tournament, you're automatically considered a state qualifier. And so next year when we go to tournaments, some of the seeding criteria to get seeded is, of course, state champion or your state placer, and the next one is state qualifier. So that's huge for them. So now for the next 3 years of high school, for most of them in 2, they can always say, I was a state qualifier. Which helps them out in seeding and placement in the brackets. So it's big for them just to go there, but I got hopes that, we'll win some matches and, maybe one of them or a couple of them will sneak in there and place.
Yeah. After state, the future of Pohai wrestling, looking pretty good. You've got a lot of wrestlers coming up.
Yes. My whole starting lineup will come back next year.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, we had some seniors, and they worked their tails off. I can't take nothing away from them guys. Just couldn't quite make it into the lineup. So really from 106 to 285, it was all freshmen and juniors mainly.
Wow.
I mean, so they all should be coming back. And then it got some good 8th graders that would be coming up. That they went and play. There's several that went and played to the junior high state tournament, and they'll kind of hopefully fit in that lineup in a good mix and fill some holes that we'll have next year. And just looking good. It's going to be fun next 3-4 years, 2-3-4 years of wrestling.
Yeah, for sure. Jared Wynn is the head coach of the Pohai wrestling team, and the future is looking incredible for Ponca City High School wrestling. Coach Wynn, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
That's Jared Wynn right there. And that's going to do it for this edition of Coach's Corner. Big thank you to head coach Jody Fincher of the Lady Cat basketball team and to Jared Wynn. Until next time, I'm Sean Anderson from Ponca City Public Schools and Coach's Corner. Thank you for watching.